Hi guys, 13th of June 2011. Two small things as I start, and very happy to see your nice smile, Gopal. Two small messages is, and it's only a request. It's not a directive to you. If we have our office mandated time between 9 and 7, I have no problems. I mean, we are flexi time, flexi hours. In fact, if you complete your work, you don't need to do your 9 to 7 also. You can always do 9 to 3, 9 to 4 or 10 to 1 or not come also. In fact, I think I've told you this guys in my past also during the time we were there. In my earlier organization, especially the sales guys, operations guys and all that, but sales guys and people who are in the forefront, you guys are actually sales guys, you know that, because you're connecting with customers. People are all sales guys only. In my earlier organization, we didn't have attendance. We didn't have timetable. I didn't used to go to the office. I mean, half the time I was sitting here in Bangalore. Yeah. My office was in Mumbai, but I was sitting in Bangalore with my family. So you have absolutely no timing, whatever, as long as the work gets done. But on one hand, if we do 10% or 20% of our targets, and we also don't come on time, means we have a problem. I just have a small request. Instead of 9 AM, you can always come at 9:30, 9:45, whatever it is, whatever the time is. But I think you should keep up your time. If you are not doing your targets, if you are doing your targets, it's a different story altogether. Then I will never ask. I mean, I will keep quiet. I'll shut my mouth up and not ask any questions about anybody. But otherwise, I think that because I was ambitiously hoping that look, Monday we will start our meeting at 9:30, and it's taken already 10:05 for us to start our meeting. So request is, please do try to come on time if you are not doing your targets. If you are doing your targets, again I am saying, no questions asked, nothing. I will be quiet. People can come, people cannot come also, no problem at all. One director number one. Director number two, I think as a process, whether people come on time every day in the morning or not, Monday morning, because to start our week, because it will help in two things. One is, I will be able to dole out the incentives for the past week, plus I will also be able to set new targets for next week. So Monday morning, do you think 9:15 is a reasonable time for starting our meeting? Only on Monday. Other days fine, no problem, whatever. Yes, Ankita? 9:15 reasonable? So can we stick to that please? Monday morning, it will only be a half an hour meeting. Monday morning 9:15, let's have a meeting. Number one. Number two, do try to come on time so that you are able to spend as much time doing your targets. Okay. Given that, yeah, this red and black, what do they signify? Don't say, Gopal will say DMK colors. Yeah, it is a DMK colors, and I love that party, okay. However, black signifies that everything is in black and white. There is no ambiguity, no grey in elakshya. Hopefully, I mean, that's what I want to believe. That's exactly why I record everything and also put in. There is no grey at all. Everything is in black and white. Transparent completely. Red wants to signify what? Passion. That blood and passion and all that. Those are the things on which we based our elakshya thing. But of course, no big deal. So what if corporate colors means passion in black and white? It is not enough if it is there only for one or two people. It has to be there across everybody. And I will try to inculcate that passion. I will try to inculcate that passion by doing something called always this. There have to be a carrot. There also has to be a stick. Okay. So given that, let me continue. I'm sorry. I will just put in silent mode. And me and Asha will try to put, no, not Asha, me, I'll try to put the Windows Movie Maker so that you're able to pause this. Okay. Me and Jobin did a small exercise on Saturday evening. There were about 800 odd entries in log file. Okay. Out of the 800 odd entries, first thing is we removed all the ones which have got sathish.n and murali.kn level, because those are the ones which we created. Fine. So Adela remove arbitrary. First thing we did that. Second thing is we did this. So it kept about 300 odd entries or 200 odd entries, whatever. Then we removed the duplicates. We removed the duplicates as in, I'm sorry, we put it on silent. Which is, for example, there is a govinda@gmail.com, who again has clicked sometime at as govinda@gmail.com, or maybe simultaneously itself, 4-5 times, whatever it is. We removed all those duplicates. Third thing is, only to a small thing, but we removed the one where Shweta Patil 25 has clicked and Asha Rathod has clicked. Your clicking is not, so that also we did. Okay. After that, there were some entries here where percentage value came instead of the T's themselves. Okay, so those percentage values, Jobin painfully went to each of these IDs and saw which T it pertained to and put those T's there. which means today if you see your log file, you can't see the log file, you can see the SAMI file, which is a mirror copy of the log file, correct? Once you see that, why are you smiling, Gopal? Although any particular, actually I'm happy to see your smile, but in the morning also I had, all okay, no? Achha, by the way, can you guys wish Asha happy belated birthday? Please go ahead and wish, yeah? It's
Belated wishes, happy birthday. Thank you.
And where is your... Yes. No, it's okay. We'll do it after this. Okay. So Asha was there yesterday. See, best part of Asha was that is a red color. Though she's wearing slightly darkish red or whatever. That passion, no, even on first of all it was Sunday, second it was her birthday, holiday. In spite of that, she came and worked for some 4 hours yesterday. Okay. Anyway, so coming back to this. So we removed that. We removed the one where Asha Rathod and Shweta Patil 25 only. Only those 2 entries are there. We removed that. We also percentage values we substituted by the T itself. Okay. Once we did that, we got the real number for last week in terms of what you guys have done, and the position is like this. And by the way, I didn't do it myself. Jobin was there all through, so you cannot say that I have modified doctored entries and all. That's exactly why I had Jobin with me while doing this. So where is that? Yeah. This was the result, and of course you can see the SAMI file yourself. The total number of clicks which S2 had was 23. 23 clicks. The total number of clicks which SS had was 8. The total number of clicks which JP had was 9. But I want to believe, I mean, in spite of saying that SS and JP have had low number of clicks, I want to believe that these are all good clicks. Because you won't have too many friends in Bangalore. Most of them are good clicks, or are they bad clicks here? Is my assumption wrong? What is good and what is bad? What is a good click and what is a bad click?
Good from the database and
correct. Good is basically sustainable clicks. Bad is clicks which are from friends and relatives and all that. Okay. So fair enough. I want to believe that they are good clicks, so it's fine, no problem at all. Then surprises. SP, who I thought was doing well, had a total of 44 clicks. Okay. But the person who did best was AR with 92 clicks. Okay. So this is how the status was for last week. What are the targets but? In case you remember. I don't know what you remember the targets was. Targets for these 3 people. It's 23, right? For these 3 people the targets was 130 plus 65. Correct, no? And then I made it to 180 or whatever I said. Agree? And the targets for these 2 guys was, right? So as against your targets, honestly speaking, see if for example, if your mom comes and says that look, you have to get 90% marks in your MBA classes or whatever, as against that 90% you get 10% or 20% or 30%. So it's as simple as that. Okay. Given that I said that I'm going to pay incentives. Okay, which I would want to definitely do. I would want to, because I would want to approach the keep this carrot and stick approach. In fact, me and Jobin and Junaid had a long discussion on this on Saturday as well, as we started. But the point which I want to ask you guys is, and please answer me that. Supposing your mom says get 80%, I will get you a nice Hero Honda bike. Okay, so a Hero Honda bike costs 40,000 rupees, let's say, or 50,000 rupees, let's say. So I said you do your 90% and I will give you. So Junaid goes to his mom and says that look here, you wanted 90% from me. I have not got 90%. I have got 10%. So instead of 50,000 rupee gift, which is Honda bike, get me something worth 5,000 rupees. Will you do that? You understand what I'm saying? You ask for 90% because that's what you think I will score. Instead I got 10% marks. Here is 10% marks. Please take. So divide that by 9. So 50,000 by 9 and say 6,000 rupees, 7,000 rupees. Please give me a gift. Will your mom? I mean, will you do that to your mom? And will your mom also agree to that? She'll agree, yeah? Really? Any of your moms or dads will agree to that? Really? No, understood. Well, understood, no? The expectation is 90% and you end up doing 10%. So okay, divide by that by 9 and I will give you some gift worth level 2 with only 10% marks. 10% means fail, total fail, you are out there. They will not do, right? Yes or no?
No.
So in a very similar situation you guys are in. I would want to incentivize and I am incentivizing, but however I have a problem. I have a problem because these are the numbers which you guys have achieved. Okay. However, these are the real number of clicks, okay, of the people. If you see your log file, it will be 61 plus 62 plus because I have already given the credit. That's okay. So, but real clicks are so and so, proper clicks. What Junaid and Jobin and me decided to do is, what is the incentive I said for you guys? 20 rupees, right? So we will definitely do that, no problem. And for you guys, there is no penalty, there is nothing at all whatsoever. Okay. As far as these full-fledged employees are concerned, Jobin and me both decided that look, you as it is, you are on fixed, and beyond that you have not done even 20-30% of your target. So we will. What is the amount we set for each other? 15 rupees, right? That is what we said, right? For each of you guys. But we will impose a 50% penalty. 50% penalty because you guys have not done even 10-20% of your targets. So therefore, let's start for this week. And this was discussed internally, okay? And we see it's a black and white. No, we want to be very transparent. I can just give some paisa and keep it and all. But I'm going to do something very interesting for next week. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. After this, I'll tell you. Okay, before I go ahead for this, next week I will put this and then I will go back to this. Okay. Do you guys agree with me that 20 clicks per day is a reasonable target? So just tell me. All the three of you, in fact, let's have a discussion among the three. And more importantly, more than those 20 clicks per day, please remember this. It goes by the power of compounding. Have you heard of power of compounding? I was explaining the story to Jobin that day. It's called, hey, come on, yeah, 4 months. I'm sure mutual fund training and all you've been through. Yeah, power of compounding. Sangeeta, please tell me what it means. It means essentially that I was telling them the story of that chessboard thing, which I will repeat for you. It's the same chessboard story, you know. Excellent, good. So, you guys also know the chessboard story? Sangeeta knows, yeah? You don't know because she went for some trainings which you did not go for. She went for some special, no? Devat Tirumagan. Have you heard of Devat Tirumagan? She's for elakshya Devat Tirumagan. So, there is a story where there is this surgeon of a king. Okay, surgeon means Vaidya, the medicine person. The king's son was suffering from a huge illness. So this guy came in, solved the problem, and he made him alive, and the kid was alright. The king was extremely happy and very, very thrilled. He said, ask whatever you want here. Like that he asked. So this surgeon came and said, look here, I mean good, that your child is fine. I will not ask you too much at all. Get me a chessboard. He said, okay. So this guy got a chessboard. Okay. So chessboard came. How many squares does chessboard have? Chess, what to do you?
I place a potato.
How many squares does chessboard have here? Gotilva?
64.
Huh?
64.
64 squares, 8 into 8 3. ಈ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಚೆಸ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ವೈಟ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ವೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ. My drawing is very bad, but ನೋಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಚೆಸ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. So what the surgeon told the king is, look, just give me one morsel of rice. Morsel means you know na, ஒரு அரிசி. Okay, ಒಂದು ಕೊಡಿ. That is all I want to give. However, a small condition, and put it on the chessboard. But for every next cell or next this thing, you have to double the number of morsels. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಲ್ಕು ಆ ತರ ಹಾಕಿ. ಅಷ್ಟೇನ ಬೇಕು ನಿಂಗೆ? That's all you want? Is that all you want? The king again asked. He said, yeah, that's all I want. Nothing else. You put one here, double it like that, he said. Of course, yeah, done, yeah, immediate take, yeah. What is this? I mean, you've done such a big task, you've made my son get cured, and all you're asking is one morsel of rice like this and all. So, they came with a small this thing of rice, small. The courtiers came with one small fistful of rice and put one here. Then they put two here. then they put 4 here, then they put 8 here, then they put 16 here, 32 here, 64 here, 128 here, 256 here, 512 here, 1024 here, 2048 here, 4096 there, then 8192, then 16384, then 32,000. My max will go off. I'm not good in max. Okay. So by the time they hit the 33rd square, or entire rice in the kingdom wiped out. All the rice in the kingdom was gone. That's called power of compounding. Why I am giving this story to you is, for next week, just think about how it will happen for next week, and just think about how it will happen for the week after next. Okay, why am I saying this story, Sangeeta, here now? And why am I talking about power of compounding? There was a week of, it was of course a half week only, let's say week of June 1 to June 12. Then there's a week starting 13th to 20th. Then there will be a week starting 21 to 27, and so on. Why did I tell the story to you? The power of compounding story?
I don't know.
Don't know. Why did I tell the story, Asha? No idea? Okay, great. What about you, man?
Maybe those clicks which we have not done, I think we need to do. Those will be added extra for the next week.
Okay. Maybe you're close, but not the answer which I'm. What happens is, during this time you have added lot of .elakshya files, right? Lot of people have not clicked. Correct? So you got your incentives are getting incentives only for those clicks. This week, whatever .elakshya files you are adding, you will get incentives for. All the clicks of .elakshya files added this week, whose clicks are there, that also you will get. As long as the new ones. I don't want the same people to click again and again. That Gomati and Gopal who have clicked here again and again, I don't want them to click in. Understand, no? So supposing you have created some 300 .elakshya files, only 5 of them have clicked. So unfortunately you got incentives only for this 5. This week you will create another 300. Okay. Out of those 295 people, they will also, some of them will click X number. Let's say out of 295 people, some 10 people will click. Out of the new 300 you have created, some another 10 people will click. So you will get incentives for this plus this. This week you will get incentives for the remaining people of this who have clicked here, remaining people of this who have clicked here, plus new clicks here. That is what is meant by power of compounding, Sangeeta. Understood? Huh? Now understood? No. Video is always there. That's exactly why the video is there. Excellent, great. So therefore, I want to, in this context, I want to ask you guys, and I don't want to be at the same time looking at the moon and asking you guys to aim for the moon, and I also don't want to be this thing also. Please tell me between the three of you, given that you will also have your fast clicks coming in, honestly tell me, realistically, how many clicks do you think you guys can get for this week? Because you'll again meet on June 21st. I will give a number and please tell me if it's correct or not, since because always will just be quiet and the video will keep running. I am still saying 20 clicks a day. Is that reasonable? She is immediately nodding her head. Do you think it's reasonable? Sangeeta ma'am, is it reasonable? Asha, is it reasonable? Yes, no, reasonable. Sure, excellent, great. All I am saying is, end of the week I want 120 clicks. And those 120 clicks should not be from people who have already clicked, not be from Gopal and Govinda. Understood? Fine. I am going to do something very simple now, which is why Murali has gone. 120 clicks is all I want from 3 of you. I am making an assumption that, look, I mean, during the time that you guys are with us, people should take. Yes, Murali. Thanks. Change the video. No, doesn't matter. People should take home anywhere between 10 and 11K or whatever. That's the carrot part. Stick. As of now, I'm not putting any stick here. There's no stick at all. You already have a fixed pace. I want to, and assume that it's 4.5 weeks or approximately 5 weeks per month, you should be able to make your 11K or whatever. I'm going to do one small thing, and that's the carrot perhaps, and that is, I'm going to give you advance incentives. Okay, assuming that you have to make about 1,000 rupees of incentives a week, I'm going to give you. I've already spoken about the previous this incentive. Okay, I'm going to give you this. Fair enough, right now I'm going to give you. If you guys don't reach your 120 target for Monday, this will be adjusted against your salary. I can always do it, ask you to achieve this and give it to you on Monday, but I'm saying I'm trying to motivate, nothing else. Is it fair? Doesn't get affected. I mean, you do not get affected any which way. All I am doing is, I am super confident that you guys will do. This is an incentive which I am giving you guys right now to keep it in your pocket. Okay? If you achieve it, great, it remains in your pocket. If you do not achieve it, also it remains in your pocket. But will then be deducted against your salary, which you will get on review. Is it fair? Fair, is it? Fair? Fair? Great. So, please keep this for Monday morning. And make sure that please keep 1K for Monday morning. Advance, please keep this 1K. And achieve your 120, yeah? The incentives only, please. Your salaries will come from Chennai. Whatever we have contracted on 25th, it will come automatically. Don't bother about that. But this one, if you do not achieve on Monday morning, it will be deducted against your salaries. Is that fair? Excellent, great. Now, next is about, I said 20. Unfortunately, therefore, for this first week, Jobin and Shinju, you don't make too much of monies. Okay, you only make, and that's for the week. Please remember, it's a weekly kind of thing. The money which you make is, where is that? This paper here, no? Oh yeah. 160 and 180, correct? That's all you make. For AR, for SP and S2, you make the money which I have promised, but what I said, because you are absolutely so much different from the targets or whatever it is, I don't have the, first of all, I don't have the heart to pay incentives. Because what is achieved, see, again remember guys, the three of you guys are different from them. Not in terms of profile or working qualities or whatever, but you people have a fixed component. So therefore, I mean, I cannot be as much of a karna with you guys as I am with them. If at all I am like a karna with them, which I am not, again. But please remember that. So therefore, you guys have targets. You guys have a fixed pay, and for the fixed pay, you better achieve your targets. But however, there is an incentive for the carrot. But I want to make sure that you guys do it and do beyond. So therefore, I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to put a 50% penalty, which essentially means that Asha gets 72, Sangeeta gets 'Shweta gets. Is that fair? We discussed this and we decided that this is fair. I am talking about the week which has gone by. So therefore, the monies which you can pick up from me right now is, Asha can pick up, it's a small birthday, this thing for Asha. It's 540, it's 330, and it is, sorry, it's 330 here, and it is 23 into 15 is how much? I think it's 172 something. Right? So these are the monies which we will take from you now. Now I have, for the week which has gone by. For the coming week I have already given you incentives. And you have to ensure that you get by 120. Okay. So this is one part of the story. Clear? Can I wrap this? As soon as the meeting gets over, please take the money from me. Any questions you have? Any questions you have for next week? You will get your 1K. And we will try to increase it. We will see what we can do. All I am saying is, guys, aim at getting an incentive of between 1K and 1.5K every week. That's what you should get. And for that I have given advance also. Yeah? Good. Okay. A few more points which I want to mention before we end this meeting. And that is about 5 or 6 points. As I have again been telling, unfortunately you go a bit early, so I am not able to. Evening ही मेरा जोश आ जाता है ये सारी discussion बोलने का and all that. The only two things which and since she is there at the end, I mean she knows, like again and again the same question, again and again, which I need to ask you guys, which you need to ask yourself. Only two things on which basis you should do things, which is how many people out of the hospital and how many people in the hospital. You know that, right? You know that, is it? Okay. So how many records you have put in, that means how many people are in the hospital. How many people out of the hospital, how many clicks are there. That is the only thing we need to do. And like Shweta does with Focus, I would request Asha as well as Sangeeta, please keep your SAMI file open next to you.
I always.
Very good, great, super. Madam, I made her open SAMI file for the first time, I think on Thursday. So you have your incentives also, you have your listing also, whatever. Okay. Next question you might ask, which ambitious people might ask, like, what if you do beyond 120? You not ask that question? You have asked that question. Anything which you do beyond 120, it's paid at 15 rupees. Yeah. Is that this thing, supposing, which means you do 200. 80 into 15 is equal to how much? 1000 rupees, correct? Take 2000 rupees. Clear? Anything beyond 120, you take whatever at 15 rupees things. I'm talking about for this week. You might look at changing our incentive thing for every week, but this is what it is. And keep looking at your SAMI file and let's take it forward. Yeah. Finalist ho gaya hai. Power of compounding I have told you. Incentive calculations I have told you. Hospital, out of hospital, in hospital I have told you. Okay. One small hygiene thing. What we have done is, I don't know whether we did the right thing or not, but we have done the most ethical and legal thing, which is all our computers now work on legal software. When I am saying all, it still isn't complete. Let me say, all the computers outside is legal. Because if police come on, first thing they will see is they will catch that. And if you have your illegal thing, they will catch you. That time not. I'm going to say I don't know her. Shweta is going to come and use her laptop. It has got illegal software. Yeah, I'm going to put it on. Anyway, just joking. Yeah. Point is, what had happened is, I've been in touch with like a big rock star. I went and got in touch with Microsoft about some 4, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. Okay, and we've been in discussion with them for basically how Microsoft also has a product which is similar to Google Docs. How it compares and that all kind of discussions and all, so that I can get some information. See, it's like this: your professor, for example, can pose as a student. Okay, and be in touch with some other college. Hey, I am a student. What are the courses you offer? Oh, these are the courses you offer. How are those? What are the various kinds of courses you have? All that, like that. So that institute will give all the information. He will use that information for making things better in his college. In the same way, I was in touch with Microsoft. Okay, but unfortunately, I was in touch with them as a real name, elakshya, whatever it is. After some 6 months of being allowed to touch with them, suddenly somebody came to me in Microsoft. I mean, on Thursday I got a call from somebody. Elakshya is fine. I mean, good that you are in touch with us. I'm your account manager. Tell me, I mean, I went all through your records or whatever it is. I'm not able to see any elakshya license of Microsoft at all. So how do you do, karke? So can you just audit your and see that there is no licensing gap? So I got a bit worried. I don't want to be on the wrong side of law. Just for business continuity reasons. So therefore, we have made legalized all our software here. Okay. MS Office works on 1, 2, 3. We don't need MS Office. Okay, but MS Office works on 4 computers. This computer, the 3 computers out there. Legal MS Office. Windows works on Windows 7. Okay, works on all the 3 computers there. It works on this computer also, and it also is in my laptop. But in my laptop, manageable kind of thing. Okay. I'm saying manageable, I understand what it is. Okay. Now for the other computers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, the other 4 computers, what we have done is, we have done something actually very good. Yesterday, after Asha was there only for little time, she didn't see too much yesterday. But we have put an operating system called Google operating system. Google itself has got an operating system, which it has just released. We have put that. It makes things super fast. Even in that kind of a computer, which we realized yesterday afternoon, me and Ganesh, it's quite fast. So use. So these computers, apart from this computer, will have Google operating system. It will be used. So that's a small hygiene thing which and everything connects to the cloud and net for us. So please use that that way. Okay. This is also done. This is also done. Yeah. There is one a small thing which is one more small point. See, I had told you guys earlier. I don't know if it's happening at all, but I told you guys earlier that wherever I want, supposing I have given Shweta 1 to 5 T and some T's, I have given Sangeeta some T to some T, I have given her some T, some T. Okay. If supposing I need any .elakshya file for a customer to be created, I'll end ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. and you people have to clean up and all like that, etc. I don't know whether any of you are doing that. However, whether irrespective of whether you're doing that or not, in future, for example, please don't bother about that. Do not bother about that. Do your focus on your work, focus on your thing. My .elakshya files for which I need to clean, I will do it myself. Whatever work, I will do it myself. You just don't focus on. All you need to do is to focus on out of hospital and in hospital. That's all. The more in hospital, the more will come out of hospital. So just focus on that. I will do my work myself. Don't bother about that. Okay. Having said that, in your 1T to 5T and in your 6T to 10T, whatever it is, you know the .elakshya files you have given for creation of .elakshya, which are the blue rows. In case you have any of those blue row records where still .elakshya files do not exist, immediately bring it to my attention. And do it possibly today itself, during the day today itself. As far as me and Junaid are concerned, we think that we are update till what? Till Saturday afternoon? Yeah. We are up to date till Saturday afternoon. Okay, on creation of .elakshya files. That's what we believe. However, if there is any gap, immediately bring it to attention and we will rectify it. Please see if there are, you understood, no? Any of those blue records in your T file whose .elakshya file does not exist or whose links are not opening this thing. Just bring it to attention. But bring it to attention one by one and have a proper record when you bring it to attention. And we will immediately rectify it. Clear, Sangeeta? Because it's going to affect you guys. It's going to affect your incentives also, because whatever you have done, you have to have those, those records and those .elakshya files, right? So it's going to help you guys out only. So immediately bring it to attention. And we will take care. Okay. 2 minutes, I know it might be boring, but 2 minutes. Because Junaid is not going to be there with us forever. Maybe people are not going to be with us forever or whatever it is. But 2 minutes I will just tell you what Junaid does, so that you understand the whole thing. You guys give it to for D, S2, for D, SP, for D, AR, all that. That's all you guys do. And you leave it at that, correct? Okay. What Junaid, the first thing which Junaid does is, Junaid takes it to for D creation 1. Different colors are there. Okay, so he also puts the same different colors only. He just does a control V and it goes here. So all Asha's files, all Shweta's files, all Sangeeta's files, all Jovin's file and all come here. Okay, he just control C, control V karta hai, so that everything comes together. And then he deletes your, I think 1, 2, 3 he copies and column 1 to 3 he copies and puts there. Then he goes back and deletes column 1 to 5, so that it's blank for you. And then he starts work on for D creation 1. This is his list. And what he normally does is, though I don't know, I mean if you're doing it many times of the day, I don't know, he normally does this in the evening. Once in the evening or once in the morning is all you need to do this. Okay, no other time. I think once in the morning would be fine. They close. So he does it only once a day, and he does this. Now he takes his D creation file, so this full list would be there. What is the first thing you do with this full list? He compares and sees if any, that percentage NA comes everywhere, or any duplication is there. If duplication is there, he just deletes it. Next thing he does is he copies it into an Excel and see if there is any wrong naming, for example gmaul.com or gm.com or something without a mobile number. That's how to note bidta. That's the first thing, that's the next thing he does. After that, what he does is, he puts this into Excel. After that he go one by one he creates a .elakshya files. He and Murali creates a .elakshya file, and there is a column which is there in D creation where it's also said that it's created by Junaid. Files created by Junaid is J, files created by Murali is L. Which means even during the day, if you guys want to know if a particular, for example, when Shweta comes jumping and saying "Mera .elakshya file ho gaya ki nahi," even during the day you will be able to see. But because whenever they create, they will put J, they will put this name against them, like this. So even during the day you will know what the position is. Okay. Once they create the .elakshya files, all they do is that .elakshya file which is there in owned by me, not in collections, in either sathish.n or in murali.kn11, or you can also use murali@gmail.com. You copy that, you put that into Excel, correct? You put that into Excel in one column and clean it up. Just one column will be there. After that, you use ASAP utilities to extract a hyperlink. Hyperlink is a URL for each of them. Extract all of that. Then you have to clean this up. This names of how do you clean this up? You copy paste values into and put it into some other sheet there. Then you split it using that data text to columns, you split it so that only the Gmail ID thing comes here. Okay. After that, what do you do? After that, you again use ASAP utilities to remove that that gap, that remaining space. After that, you copy it into Word. Why do you copy it into Word? So that you can remain the question mark also. So you copy it into Word, bring it back here. When you bring it back here, you will have it with question mark, and then you remove the question mark. Then once you remove the question mark, you will have the proper values that you put back here. So you get the name and you get the values. And when you get this, you start the macro. You finish the macro for short links. The macros are created with short links. Once it's created, what do you do? D creation 1, whatever is there, you move it into D total. Once you move it into D total, you sort it. You sort it and you keep it. And that's it, no? That's all. So this is the process which Junaid and Murali does for creation of .elakshya files. We have tested for whole of last week with and I think it's coming perfectly fine. No problem at all. Links are all working fine. But if you have any short links that are not working, immediately bring it to our attention and we will sort it out. Is there any other point which you guys want to say for Monday morning? All of you guys know about the 26th thing. All of you guys know about Monday morning meeting that we will have. And Google Chrome operating system I've already told you. Yeah. Any other concerns? Any other issues? Okay. Anything you guys want me to help out as far as you getting your targets is concerned? I have told you and I have committed to you that there is an opportunity for you guys not to earn your 1,000 for next week, but also for I have not spoken about how it is going to be for you guys. Okay. आप लोगों का थोड़ा छोटा होगा अगर ये लोगों का 120 है तो I think you guys should reach how much? How much would you want to keep your target? Yeah. Please tell me why is Jobin lesser than any of these guys? Yeah. Equally good. Yeah, he's better. No. Quickly. What do you want your target to be? Because you also have the previous week thing. Quickly. Let's not waste people's time. 90. Okay. Keep 90 as your target. You reach your 90 target, you will get the same incentives that these guys have got. Okay. So there's no extra cash I'm not giving you right now. I'll give it to you on Monday. Okay. Because there's no question of getting adjusted against the salaries. You have very low salaries only. So Monday 90. If not, no. Are you agreeing with that? If not, no. No. I'll do something for you guys especially on Monday. For you guys, I'll take care. For these guys, I'm being very clear. If not, no. Is it fair? For these guys, it's a different thing. Junaid, you will be on a monthly component which I told you about. I mean, I'm not given the details, but it will be on a monthly thing. So that is a carrot side. What is the stick side? Carrot side, I have told whatever it is. The stick side is actually as of now, no. There's no stick here. See, for example, if today Shweta has 120 as a target and does only about 5 or 4 or does 1, is there a stick for her? There is no stick. Am I going to say that look here Shweta so as against our fixed compensation of 6, 7, whatever it is, I will deduct or not? There is no stick at all. Okay, there is no stick, but there is a carrot. I think that's fair, no? Any questions you have? Infrastructurally, I think things are okay. These computers are working very clearly as of now. This computer, no problem. This computer, no problem. This computer, no problem. That computer, so 1, 2, 3, no problem. 3 computers in the front, no problem. So 6 of you, 6 computers used. Murali, please move to the laptop. Let him use the laptop, and we will sort out the other computers now. Do not come back and say the computer is not working. 6 computers are perfectly working. So use that and get your. That one is not working, sir. As of now, some operating system, Google operating system, kar rahe hain. We are in the middle of doing that. So use 6 computers as 6 people. Yeah. Junaid ka bhi computer hai. No questions? Any questions? Any questions you have on how to make things better, more efficient for you guys? Again and again, I mean, every moment I am just concerned about that only. How do we make it more efficient? How do we make your calling process, how do we reach that 120? How do we reach that 90? This is all very artificial, okay? Putting carrots is very artificial. When I'm actually able to make a change to your process, which will make things better, that is when I will feel happy. But I'm not able to think of anything now. Yeah, one small thing which I have done to make it more efficient, I have given each of you guys independent phones, independent systems and all. The way you use it is your baby, it's your call. Whether you want to use headphone or without headphone, whether you want to use connection, as much as possible I have made things efficient that side. That is supply side. There is supply side and there is the demand side. Demand side, it's this side. The supply side I have made that. What else can I do? Yeah, this is another thing which I can do, but which I will start doing. There's nothing else, I can stop it.